Ange Postecoglou rebukes Arsène Wenger's Europa League proposal amid Tottenham's European dream as Tottenham Hotspur close in on their first European final in over 2 decades. A war of words has erupted off the pitch. Spurs manager Ange Postecoglou has delivered a passionate rebuttal to recent remarks by Arsène Wenger, former Arsenal boss and current FIFA chief of global football development, who called for a controversial rule change that would directly impact Tottenham's hopes of returning to the Champions League. The clash between two managerial ideologies, past and present, has reignited long-standing North London tensions, while also exposing deeper issues in the governance of European football and how clubs access its most elite competition. The controversy: Wenger's call to revoke automatic UCL qualification. Earlier this week, Arsène Wenger suggested that UEFA should reconsider a rule introduced in 2014 which grants Europa League winners automatic qualification for the following season's UEFA Champions League. Wenger argued that the rule may be outdated, especially now that leagues such as the Premier League are allocated 5 Champions League spots due to UEFA's coefficient system. With multiple clubs potentially gaining access to the Champions League through non-league success, Wenger contended that the integrity of qualification was being diluted. "It's something UEFA has to think about and to review," said Wenger. "When you reward a club not based on league performance but on another tournament while giving leagues additional access, you must assess the competitive fairness." Although Wenger did not directly name Tottenham or Manchester United, 2 English clubs still in contention for the Europa League title, many interpreted his comments as a thinly veiled swipe, especially since both clubs are currently outside the Premier League's top 5 and are relying on Europa League glory to qualify for Europe's top-tier competition. Postecoglou's sharp response: Spurs does crazy things to people. Ange Postecoglou, never one to mince words, responded with both sarcasm and intensity in his pre-match press conference ahead of Spurs' semi-final second leg against Norwegian side Bodo Glimt. "I've said it before, mate. Spurs does crazy things to people. It does," he quipped. "You put that club into any sentence or any issue, and invariably they all come out and try and diminish as much as they can." The Australian manager went on to challenge the timing and consistency of Wenger's remarks. "Why? Wasn't it an issue before? Last year, 5th didn't get you into the Champions League. This year it does. What's the difference?" Postecoglou asked. "There are competition rules, and the rules say that the Europa League winner goes in. It's not the first year. There's no asterisk that says you must finish in a certain league position as well." He concluded with a pointed jab, highlighting how Tottenham often finds itself the center of unsolicited critique. "But it's Spurs, mate. They love it." "Oh, they love it. You love it, don't you?" Tottenham's current European situation, Postecoglou's side enters the second leg of their Europa League semi-final against Bodo Glimt with a 3-1 advantage, having delivered a commanding first-leg performance. Victory would not only put them in the final, likely against Manchester United, who lead their tie against Athletic Club, but also secure their return to the Champions League for the first time since the 2022-23 season. This route has become Tottenham's only lifeline to European football next season after a dismal domestic campaign that sees them languishing outside of even the Europa Conference League spots. With substantial revenue, reputation, and transfer market leverage at stake, Spurs have no margin for error, injuries, and squad depth. A balancing act. Spurs' European push, however, is not without hurdles. Star midfielder James Maddison has been ruled out for the remainder of the season with a knee injury sustained in the first leg. Skipper Heung-min Son remains sidelined, though he is making progress and may return for the final league games. On the positive side, striker Dominic Solanke, whose form has been crucial since January, is back in training and ready for selection after a quad issue. "Dom's good," Postecoglou confirmed. "He's been able to train fully for the past couple of days, so he's no problem. Disappointing for Sonny. He was pushing hard." Wider implications. The value of the Europa League. Wenger's proposal has opened up broader questions about the value placed on different European competitions. The Europa League has become a vital route into the Champions League, particularly for clubs that struggle with the grueling demands of league campaigns. Its winner not only earns prestige but also enjoys financial windfalls, UEFA coefficient boosts, and a place among Europe's elite. Postecoglou, and many managers in his position, believe that stripping away Champions League qualification would devalue the competition entirely. If the winner of the Europa League doesn't get into the Champions League, what's the point? One club source stated anonymously, "You can't punish ambition." A.T. North London undercurrent, though Wenger's comments were presented as policy-focused, the history between Arsenal and Tottenham casts a long shadow. Many Spurs fans and observers have taken the remarks personally, seeing them as emblematic of the dismissive attitude often shown toward the club by their more decorated rivals. For Postecoglou, the key is to block out the noise and continue reshaping Tottenham, in his vision, an attack-minded, resilient, and bold side that fights for relevance and glory. Looking ahead, a chance at redemption. Tottenham's season, fraught with inconsistency and injuries, has found new meaning in Europe. The opportunity to lift silverware and return to the champions. League now stands just 2 games away, but as the debate over fairness, prestige, and policy rages, one thing is clear: the Spurs boss isn't backing down. There are always people who want to move the goalposts when it suits them, Postecoglou said, but we're here to win. That's all that matters. The second leg against Bodo Glimt kicks off Thursday at 8 p.m. BST. Victory could push Spurs closer to European redemption and silence their critics, if only for a while. Thank you for watching Football Social Change, your source for trusted news and insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay informed.